The black sheep of the Newman family is no stranger to being backed into a corner. But the latest developments in Genoa City have placed Adam Newman in a position from which even his most clever finesse might not save him. After months of trying to balance his renewed loyalty to his father, Victor Newman, with his fragile domestic bliss with Chelsea Lawson, the walls are finally closing in. For a man who has faked his own death, assumed multiple identities, and navigated the rockiest relationship history in soap opera lore, this current ultimatum may be his most daunting challenge yet. The catalyst for the current crisis stems from Victor's relentless crusade against Jack Abbott and Jabot. Adam, acting on his father's orders, publicly announced that Jabot was failing. This was a calculated lie. Adam was fully aware that Jack was simply hunkering down to protect the company against a potential AI attack orchestrated by Victor himself. When Chelsea discovered that Adam had made such a massive move without even running it by her first, she was understandably blindsided. While Adam attempted his usual stalling tactics and spin, Victor was less diplomatic, quickly putting Chelsea back in her place. This tension boiled over after a confrontation with Jack, whose epic telling off forced Chelsea to face the harsh reality of their actions. She is now grappling with the fact that Adam exploited a family friend to gain favor with Victor, potentially putting innocent families on the unemployment line during the holidays. For Chelsea, the stakes go beyond corporate warfare. They are deeply personal and centered on the son, Connor. She has made it clear that being good human beings that Connor can be proud of is far more important than doing Victor's bidding. This isn't just a suggestion, it has evolved into a full blown ultimatum. Teasers for the upcoming week indicate that Chelsea will demand Adam make a definitive choice: Victor and his ruthless business tactics, or Chelsea and his own conscience. This choice is complicated by the fact that Adam is currently in a rare, good place with both his father and his partner. However, Chelsea is no longer in the mood to be mollified or distracted even by Connor's recent minor setback. The changed man routine that Adam has been performing is now being put to the ultimate test. To understand why this choice is so difficult, one must look at Adam's history of being his own worst enemy. Since arriving in Genoa City and discovering Victor was his father, Adam's life has been a cycle of betrayal and redemption. His past includes gaslighting a pregnant Ashley Abbott while dressed as Sabrina Newman, leading to a tragic loss, assuming the identity of Gabriel Bingham to worm his way back into Chelsea's life, the tragic hit and run of Delia Abbott, an event that cemented the hatred of Billy and Chloe, a history of mercurial relationships ranging from his obsessive bond with Sharon to his more recent painful fallout with Sally Spectra after a medical crisis forced him to choose her life over their unborn child's. Every time Adam seems to find a path towards stability, his dark side or his need for Victor's approval tends to pull him back under. Whether it was faking blindness for a prison release or drugging himself to survive an explosion, Adam's survival instincts often override his moral compass. The current Chardam reunion is hanging by a thread. Melissa Claire Egan, who plays Chelsea, has even hinted online that there is trouble ahead for the couple. Fans are left wondering if Chelsea will demand Adam's resignation from Newman Media or if Victor will preemptively fire them both if they refuse to do his bidding. There is also the possibility that Adam could attempt a retraction regarding the Jabot story, which would almost certainly trigger Victor's wrath. The bottom line is that Adam is truly between a rock and a hard place. If he chooses Victor, he loses the family life he has fought so hard to rebuild with Chelsea and Connor. If he chooses Chelsea, he risks the approval of the patriarch he has spent a lifetime trying to impress. Adam Newman's life is like a high stakes poker game where he has finally built a winning hand, only to realize the house has changed the rules. No matter which card he plays, he risks losing the entire pot. So please subscribe to Soap Family and stay tuned.